Thank you very much, Chairman. Morning to everybody, media, colleagues at the head table. So, as Chairman Montague said, following what is probably the most successful and memorable conference of the JLP, the opposition has responded with a series of propaganda. The JLP will not allow the misinformation to take root, and as such, we will start to call out the propaganda and lies as they come. I have noted commentary in the public domain, and I am here to confirm that the Jamaica Labour Party will not relent from its commitment to reduce GCT on electricity from 14 to 7% after the new budget next year. That's a 53% reduction. We will also push ahead with the plans to remove the non-tax threshold and replace it with an incentive-compatible rebate of GCT for persons who use 200 megawatts or less per month. Let me put that into customer numbers. That would be approximately 380,000 JPS customers out of a customer base of just over 600,000. The cost of energy is among the driving factors of inflation, and an opposition that cannot appreciate steps being taken to address this is not actively following the All Jamaica Consumer Price Index, nor acting in the best interests of Jamaicans. As I said at conference, performance over propaganda and misinformation. First, in 2014, Jamaica was not the highest ranked country in the Caribbean for the Doing Business Index done by the World Bank. These statements made by the opposition's leader are false and is an attempt to rewrite history. The World Bank report is available online and gives evidence that Jamaica was ranked 94th in the world in 2014 and was ranked behind 10 other countries from Latin America and the Caribbean, including St. Lucia, Bahamas, Barbados, Dominica, Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad and Antigua and Barbuda. We topped the region in 27 under this active government led by Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. To address the matters raised by the opposition regarding energy, I heard the opposition spokesperson on energy requesting a debate on energy. It is unfortunate that in his almost 20 years with the portfolio as minister or spokesperson, he has never advocated for the benefit of Jamaicans or debated the utility providers, but is seeking a contest of beautiful speaking. You will also recall, and I must remind my colleagues and Jamaica at large, just take the silence of the opposition during Beryl, when I as minister and my government were actively out there fighting for the rights of the Jamaican people and, most importantly, the customers. As of 2022, 11.8% of our energy mix is from renewables, as published in the MSET 2023 National Energy Balance Report. This is compared to the average 8% during the 2012 to 2016 period. The opposition was unable to surpass 8% during their administration. An active government has moved the needle. LNG was introduced to the Jamaican energy mix in 2016, and there's no way on earth then that Paul Well could be claiming that Jamaica achieved 60% of electricity from LNG in 2016. Again, performance over propaganda and misinformation, and we can even stretch it to downright lies. I want to read an excerpt of the 2016 JPS annual statement to shareholders for the media. Liquid natural gas LNG now accounts for approximately 10% of JPS's production. 10% according to the JPS statement to their shareholders, which is also available online. Not 60% as the opposition has stated. The habit of the PNP to peddle lies and propaganda must end, and the people of Jamaica must resist their misinformation, disinformation, and downright lies. Thanks to an active government, with an active and strong leadership coming from myself and our trailblazing finance minister, who was at MSET before, natural gases now account for 54% of electricity generated in Jamaica, coming from 10%. Again, performance over propaganda. Jamaica's renewable percentage will further expand following the announcement that NWC solar project will start selling electricity to JPS soon. I want to take this opportunity to remind Jamaica that the current JPS license was issued under the PNP by the then minister responsible for energy. The same former minister who sued Jamaicans when they objected to the terms of what was deemed the JPS monopoly license. Again, performance over propaganda. We are a government, and an active government, and as such we are already reviewing and amending legislation and discussing major changes to come in the new license, which will start negotiations in 25 to end in 27. The JLP has taken note of numerous reports of the broad use of estimated bills. This must be addressed moving forward. Reports of persons not being at home or in Jamaica and receiving estimated bill demanding large sums. They are not terms or conditions for the people of Jamaica and are the legacy of the People's National Party. Following Beryl, the government has embarked upon a review of the current use of the Electricity Disaster Fund. We spoke a lot about that during Beryl. Well, it's now being pursued. In October, Jamaica made a giant leap towards becoming the first Caribbean country to introduce nuclear power in the energy mix, ending decades of talk about the move and showing how an active government gets things done. The government has signed an MOU with Atomic Energy of Canada and the Canadian Nuclear Laboratories Limited for the advancement of nuclear technologies adoption in Jamaica. We are not talking or making promises. We are not pushing propaganda and lies. We are actively moving the needle towards reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. In my sectoral debate, I also outlined 4 pillars that the JLP administration plans to utilize in reducing electricity theft in Jamaica, some of which are already in motion. Again, we are an active government, and we are treating these legacy issues being faced by Jamaicans in a fulsome and timely manner. Just to close, there is a task force coming out of a meeting on Tuesday between the Minister of Finance, the Ministry of Finance, the JPS, and the MSET Energy team, which is going to now do a deep dive into what else can be done to cushion the effects of electricity bills and inflation on the Jamaican people. I am happy that I received, on another note, a press release which should have gone out by now by the Generation Procurement Entity. The Generation Procurement Entity was established under the Electricity Act of 2015. The GPE oversees the competitive procurement of new power generation to strengthen Jamaica's energy sector through transparent processes and strategic partnerships. The GPE fosters innovation, sustainability, and the resilience in the electricity market. Here's the good news. Again, active government, performance over propaganda. The GP is pleased to confirm that Jamaica will add 100 megawatts of new clean energy capacity. This milestone reinforces Jamaica's commitment to achieving 50% renewable energy in its electricity generation mix by 2030, aligning with the National Energy Policy. Following the launch of the REP for supply of 100 megawatts net electricity generation from renewable energy sources on a build, own, and operate basis in September 23, and after a proper evaluation of the submitted projects, the GPE is pleased to announce the awardees. Wigton Wind Farm Limited for a 49.83 megawatt solar photovoltaic farm, and Sunterra Energy Jamaica Limited for a 50 megawatt solar photovoltaic farm. On April 5, 2024, the GPE received 12 proposals offering a total of 482.3 megawatts. Following the RFP procedure established by the GPE with the support of RELP as its transaction advisor for the auction, the proposals were evaluated based on their responsiveness to the RFP requirements. 1, bidders' financial ability to implement their proposed project. 2, project economic cost of energy. And 3, technical feasibility to deliver on the performance requirements, including operational impact assessment on the JPS electricity grid. The GPE benefited from the technical support of the IDB, which helped develop the renewable energy RFP aligned with Jamaica's integrated resource plan, incorporating international best practices and needed adaptations for the Jamaican context. Additionally, the World Bank supported the GP by strengthening its institutional capacity and laying the groundwork for scaling up renewable energy procurement. I'm also pleased to announce that the GPE remains steadfast in its mission to expand Jamaica's renewable energy capacity, planning for the next tranche of renewable energy procurement, targeting 168 megawatts, which would be a total of 268 megawatts, which the process is already underway, and the GPE will provide further information in the upcoming months. So a huge day for energy in Jamaica, where we have been able to get the first tranche of 100 megawatts of renewable solar with another 168 to come, and that process should be completed in 2025. Process has started and will be completed by 2025. That will be 268 megawatts of renewables in solar. So once again, I encourage the Jamaican people, don't watch the noise, watch the seal. Don't be distracted by an opposition who every day has nothing other to do than to put misleading information, misinformation, propaganda, lies, however you want to scale it, to address it. And I'm saying that we will continue to work for all of Jamaica to make sure that generations to come will be better off than us as a country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Vaz.